So you were the one that linked Wack 100 and Liza together to do the Big Pun series, right?
Yeah, you can say that.
yo, I saw you pause for a second. You're like, I don't want to take credit for that one.
Well, I'm not even saying that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I talked to Wack the other day. I mean, I ain't got no problems with Wack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, he was trying to get me with Tory Lanez because while he's in jail, cats are stealing his money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I put that together. Yeah, absolutely.
But fans are asking what happened because like all the talk was super crazy and then it just died down. We never heard anything else about it.
I don't know. I think Wack tried his hardest to try to get it out there. I think the company he was dealing with, I don't know. I really don't know. I remember he was dealing with a company and then he had some other options with maybe another company or something like that. I think maybe that guy might have left or something. I really, once I put them two together, I kind of fell back. And that's kind of what I do with business a lot. I just put people together and it's not my business anymore until it's time to be my business.
Got
you know what I'm saying?
You know, one thing I will commend Wack on in that situation was even though he's close with Joe, the game is close with Joe and everything, he still held him accountable and said that paperwork is not going to lie. And the situation, you're not going to just lose all the rights to an artist for no reason. Like he said that on Clubhouse and
I think I was on the Clubhouse when he did it. He got me right in the mix and they told me to come on and, he got me right in the middle of the shit. I didn't even know what was coming.
Right.
You know, he's like, yeah, me and Gu, we're not scared of nobody, this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh boy, this
guy. No, but for real though, that was crazy because like, he was like fearless in that situation of being like, we holding him accountable for what he did, basically.
Yeah, I mean, Wack went hard, man. Wack went hard on the situation. Like I said, I got no problems with Wack. He's, like I said, he tried to help me out with the Tory Lanez situation now. He's a cowboy, man. Honestly, he's a cowboy. He's on his own island with the way he thinks. I mean, a good friend of mine, Fred Frenchie, he's on tour with the game right now. They're doing like an international tour. They called me on Sunday or Saturday or something from wherever they were from.
Yeah, shout out to EP. He's on that tour too with them.
Oh, I spoke to EP that day too.
Yeah. I just did an interview with him not too long ago. That's airing right now. Yeah.
What? Okay, yeah. I just texted EP yesterday. I spoke to EP the other day. Yeah, he got robbed by Sugar Hill.
He's good peoples, man. He's good peoples.
But make a long story short, man, Frenchie told me a wild story about Wack. They were out in Russia. And with the game, Frenchie, Wack, whoever else was with them out in Russia. And these Russians were in Game's ear. The music's loud in the club, they were in Game's ear. But Wack thinks that there's beef and shit. And mind you, it's just like 3 or 4 of them in Russia. Wack came from out of nowhere, just hit the guy in the head. Bang! One of the Russian guys in the head. And like they got into some shit with these Russians, and Wack was like, Wack was in the club like, on Pyru, like, my man Frenchie's like, yo, bro, that Pyru thing ain't gonna work right now. We're pretty much dead right now. Like, like the Russian guys are like forming up on him and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But they mediated the situation, got out of it, and realized it was a mistake and stuff like that, and everything was good going forward. But Wack's a wild boy. Wack is a cowboy. You know what I'm saying? He does his own thinking. And he's smart. He's
a strategist. He's a strategist.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's smarter than his competition. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? You could see he's no dummy. He's smart. He's quick-witted. He's smart. The opponents that go against him and stuff like that and try to call him out and all this stuff, they can't compete with him.
But what's crazy? I saw an interview with him.
A lot of them, yeah.
From like overseas and stuff, right? And the way that he was talking, I could tell that he was smart because he was talking not like on the gangster shit, but it was more of like on some real life kind of like, like I never heard him talk like that before. And it's like he really does know what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's a smart guy, man. I mean, me and him chopped it up a couple times. He knows he's more experienced than most. It's kind of unfortunate, how some of his relationships might have severed with some of these people and stuff like that. But no, yeah, he's smarter than his competition, bro. He's definitely no dummy, you know.